See, थोड़ा boring है. Please bear with me. थोड़ा dry भी है. But once we come to the systems, it will be very interesting. It's only the physics part of it which is not very so good and not something that I like to teach also. But well, university says that they should know. And I always question that because frankly speaking, why should I know what happens in a condenser or evaporator as long as I know about the system? Fine. So anyways, since jo hai so hai. Okay, so we'll these are the 4 things that we will Swati, can you start recording?
I have started it with you. I've
Okay,
already
fine. All done. Thank you. So we will be touching 4 topics today: introduction, laws of refrigeration, compressor or AC cycle, which is a little boring, and individual components in the AC cycle. Once today's lecture is done, which is like most physical theory, physics theory, then all the systems will start, and then how do you relate the spaces, what happens at the terrace level, what happens in the basement, so all that thing can start. Okay. So yeah, so the introduction, what is air conditioning? Anybody? What is air conditioning? And how is it different from mechanical ventilation? Anybody? No one? Wow. This is really good, huh? Keep it up. It is all about temperature control, humidity control, air movement, okay, and air filtering, cleaning, and purification. So in a mechanical ventilation, we only have air movement control, or not even say movement control, we just have air movement, okay? There is no humidity control. There is absolutely no temperature control. Little bit of filtering can be done when I am taking the air from outside. I have those jollies, so it will at least filter the larger particles of the dust that is present. But otherwise, it's not even the level of filtering that one requires to exist there. So air conditioning gives you all these 4 possibilities, okay? Obviously, temperature cooling or heating is done at the AHU level as well as at the AC level. Humidity control happens at the AHU level. What is AHU? We will be doing it. This is just for you to understand. कौन सी चीज कहाँ पे हो रही है? Air movement happens at the place, okay? So you can actually, like what you do in your split AC, you can change the movement of the louvers up and down, sideways. So this possibility happens at the room level. And finally, you have the air filtering, which happens again at the AHU level. It does not happen at the plant room level, though the cooling happens at the plant room level. The second cooling happens at the the control happen. Cooling आपका plant room में होता है, but control happens at the AHU level. Okay, so start taking notes, guys. In an AC or a compressor cycle, you have your temperature. Okay, control is at AHU. Humidity control happens at the AHU level, where you introduce either dehydrating material or you introduce hydrating material, depending on what the weather is. Air movement at the room level, you have louvers which you can adjust up, down, sideways. Okay, so that way you can do it. And finally, air filtration, which is at the AHU level. Now, this is a little part that I want you guys to be a little bit more attentive. Put a polo in your mouth so that you keep alive. Okay. What are laws of refrigeration? Because based on this, your entire AC cycle is planned. Now, the best part is whether it's a window unit, whether it's a package unit, whether it's a centralized system, same laws apply. Okay. So basically, it's law of refrigeration. What does it do? What does it do? It does this, okay? So this is pure physics, right? You did this in your 7th standard, 8th standard experiment. You put a pan of water on the gas and it evaporates, right? Why does it evaporate? Because it requires heat, okay? And why does it condense? Because it takes away the heat from the water and it turns back into the from the gas and it turns back to the water. So absorbs heat while changing from liquid to gaseous. ठीक है? यानी कि ये चीज आपका chillers में होता है. Give up heat in changing from gas to liquid, यानी water vapor to liquid. It does this in condenser, okay? And you will see this in the cycle a little bit later, okay? The second law of refrigeration that is very important and that is helped, and that is the reason why refrigerants are used is this. The temperature at which a change of state occurs. तो पानी का temperature state क्या होता है? 100 degrees, right? Where the actual state of change starts happening. Okay, so you have 100 degree boiling point. The temperature at which a state of change occurs is constant. वो नहीं बदलेगा. Why? Because we don't want to waste energy, right? Imagine if I have to go on increasing temperature so that I can get from the liquid to gas, I'll be wasting energy, which I don't want. So then I apply another rule, and that is, but the temperature will vary if I increase or decrease the pressure, which I can do that through pumps. And that's where you will have your compressor. That's why we have something called as a compressor cycle or AC cycle. So this is the difference. So, and this is also the reason why water is not used as the material of a phase change material. Okay, because otherwise every time the water has to turn into liquid and liquid has to turn into the gas, your boiling temperature as well as the chilling temperatures will be so wide apart. It's not feasible. Okay, it's too costly. Too much of energy would be wasted in that. So that is the reason why a compressor is a part of the refrigeration cycle, where I can compress the liquid or the refrigerant, whatever it is, okay, and I can increase the temperature without inputting any energy. Okay, the whole point is not to increase temperature, as it will lead to too much use of energy and resources. It's basically plain physics, guys. Any evaporation cycle needs heat to perform. Remember this, okay? Water needs heat to evaporate, and its reverse is condensation cycle. Water gives up its heat to condense to ice. And this is exactly what happened. Now you remember this sentence, water gives up its heat. Remember we said condenser gets heated up, right? It's the condenser which requires the cooling tower from to remove that heat that is there, okay? And we'll see that in the cycle. But this is the basic physics behind air conditioning cycle. Any questions so far, so forth? Any questions? No? Okay, fine, great. So the next step is compressor or the AC cycle. So we finished with the introduction, laws of refrigeration. Compressor cycle kya hai? So this is your compressor. This is how it looks, okay? They're pretty huge, okay? There are many types of compressor that comes in, okay? You have centrifugal, you have rotary, and there are a few others, okay? There are compressors which can change its speed as and when the requirement is, which is what is used in the VRV system. We'll consider VRV as a last lecture. So basically AC will be spanned in 4 lectures. Today we'll be finishing all the theory part. Next time we'll do the systems part. And then all the systems. So compressor cycle or the AC cycle, as better known, is so because it is the compressor which enables the transfer of energy. It is because of the compressor. As you increase the pressure, it increases the temperature. You decrease the pressure, the temperature decreases. So that's why compressor becomes such an important part in your AC cycle. This is also the reason why AC makes so much of noise, because it's a pump, it is pumping up and down, up and down. So this is the reason why it makes so much of noise. And the second noise making element is your fan, which is what we do in a split AC. We split it. The silent part, the evaporator, the chiller, we keep it inside, and all this compression and the condenser, which requires the fan on top of it, जो बहुत आवाज करता है, दोनों को बाहर रखते हैं. And you have a silent system. Otherwise, you would have a window system which has that burring kind of a sound, which is very irritating. So compressor cycle is this basically. Compressor compresses, thus increases the pressure, and thus the temperature increases, and opposite. If I take away the pressure, the temperature will decrease, directly proportional. It is by means of compressor that the refrigerant is able to absorb heat in one place and release it in the other. That is exactly what I'm doing. Either koi magic nahi ho raha hai. If I am saying that I require cooling of say 18 degrees, okay, somewhere that heat will be released because I'm cooling this space. So iska heat hum leke kahan dalenge? That happens at the condenser level, okay? So this transfer will happen. I'll show you the diagram for that, how this transfer of energy will happen. And this is exactly what the AC cycle does. It is that part of the mechanism used to put heat-laden refrigerant in such a condition that it may dissipate the heat energy it absorbed when it was evaporating at a low pressure. नहीं समझा? Don't worry. I'll show you with the diagram. ठीक है? But it basically क्या करता है ये कि जो हीट लेडन रेफ्रिजरेंट है जिसमें आपका भी रूम का हीट रेफ्रिजरेंट में आ गया है बिकॉज यू आर ट्रांसफरिंग इट ओके वाया डक्ट्स एंड ऑल दैट, वो हीट को किसी भी तरह आपको कंडेंसर में लेके जाना है एंड एट अ हाई प्रेशर यू हैव टू release that heat. Once the heat is released, okay, you again cool it up and the process begins again. So that's the whole idea of AC or the compression cycle. Okay. Please pay attention here. Okay, so let's start at the compressor since this is the compressor cycle. Let's start this. Okay, so this is the compressor. This is how it's gonna look. Well, imagine that you have a very low pressure refrigerant. Again, why do I need a refrigerant and not a water? As I said, water has a very high boiling point. Now to change the phase from gas to liquid and liquid to gas, I will have to use a lot of energy. So I use something very sensitive to temperature, which will change its phase instantly. With a little application of heat, it will dissipate, okay, or turn into gas. And with little removing of the heat, it will turn back to the liquid. That is what a refrigerant does, okay? It's a highly volatile kind of a substance, which does all this thing. Yeah, so let's start at the compressor. So what happens is, you see the blue thing? So blue is obviously cooler, okay? And you can see can you see my cursor? Okay, yeah. You can see this. So this is and you can see by the dots, okay? This is again showing that this is a low pressure, cool refrigerant, which is now being pressed by the compressor. Kya formula tha? Increase the pressure, your temperature will increase automatically. So यहाँ पे जब liquid जाता है, okay, or the gas जाता है, अभी तक liquid हुआ नहीं है, it's still a gas, okay, so it will come here, okay, and it goes on getting compressed after some point of time, okay, when this goes into the, so okay, what is a refrigerant? A refrigerant is a substance or a mixture, usually a fluid used in a heat pump. Heat pump is something that we use where I am supposed to use both sides of the AC. Generally in the cold countries where during the summers I need air conditioning, but during winters I need heating of the space. So HVAC system actually works very well in a cold countries because they use both part of the cycle. While in India, we use only one part of it, and that's where we have an issue of. So out there in say UK, they will not need cooling tower. What they will do is all the heat that is dissipated in the plant room, they will collect that heat and reutilize to heat the water and all that, because during winter that is the need. Or even during your cooling, that will be the your summer, that will be the need. So that's how that's why it is called as a heat pump. It's called as a heat recovery system. And your refrigeration cycle, in most cycle, it undergoes phase transition from a liquid to a gas and back again. I hope I'm going slowly for you guys to absorb it. Okay. This is not the speed with which I go, but okay, so this is then what happens is you can see the red color up here. Okay, that means that now it is hot, little bit heater because now the pressure increase hua, the temperature increase hua. And as I said, these are the substances which are volatile. So little bit more pressure, little bit more temperature, and it will change its phase. Okay, so immediately from the gaseous state, it will turn into liquid state. Okay, now just read this. Compressor applies pressure to gaseous refrigerant, which is now entering into your compressor. That is about 200 psi, that is pounds per inch, which is a British unit. Okay. And now this causes the temperature of the refrigerant to rise. Remember, high pressure, high temperature, which is about 80 degrees C. Okay. Now this high pressure, high temperature gas enters condenser where the reverse thing happens. Now the condenser is constantly being cooled by the CT, that is your cooling tower. So obviously uska temperature kam hai. Now what happens to this high heat wala, high pressure wala refrigerant which enters into the condenser, it gives away the heat. The moment it gives away the heat, condenser जो metal tube का बना है, that will turn hot, but this thing will turn into liquid. So now your refrigerant is low pressure, not low pressure तो नहीं बोल सकते हैं, but little lesser pressure, but definitely lower temperature, because now it is converted into liquid. And then the rest of the stuff happens. I'll tell you what happens later on. Now what happens is, as the name suggests, what happens at the condenser? It condenses the gas to the liquid. हो गया आपका? Because it has transferred the heat to the copper tubes of the condenser. It has given up the heat. Given up the heat, it turns into the gas to the liquid. Now, as the ambient temperature is lower than the boiling refrigerant, forget about all this, okay? You don't need to remember this. Really. Just general knowledge pakad ke chaliye, okay? And that's it. As long as you know what to cool and what to heat up, that's it. Refrigerant in the condensing unit, heat gets transferred from the refrigerant to the condensing unit, जो मैंने पहले ही बोल दिया आपको. And then finally to the external spare place. That's why sometimes your AC plant room tends to build up heat, because ये सारा जो heat है, if the condenser का cooling नहीं होता है, your plant room becomes hot. That's why we say all your mechanical rooms have to be ventilated because of this reason. It emits a lot of heat. Okay. So the diagram actually is one. I have divided into three, so for you guys to understand. So beach wala is your compressor. Now, as I said and explained, now this is a place where now the gas has now turned into the liquid. Now liquid has more volume, so I need a place to store. So I will have a liquid tank, or I call it as an expansion tank. Okay, where in case if the liquid is expanding, I have some place for it. Otherwise, the system will burst because it is pressurized. So I need to take this. So this is expansion tank. अब expansion tank से वो आगे चला, and then here you see on the, I hope you can see it in your screen. This is the expansion wall. Okay. Imagine करिए you are cooped up with a very boring lecture like this. Okay. Physics. Okay. And suddenly कोई बोलता है आज का अभी छुट्टी है, and you are out from the AV room अपना वाला. एक तो है वो काला, boring, नींद आता है. Okay, plus physics सिखा रहा है कोई आपको. Now you want to escape, and moment the door opens, imagine the rush that goes out. Similar thing ऐसा यहाँ पे होता है. When the expansion wall opens up, the high pressure जो तुम्हारा था, it gets released. Suddenly the pressure drops tremendously. Okay. Now when the pressure drops, what happens? Temperature drops. अब temperature drop होता है तो क्या होता है? What happens when the temperature drops? Okay, this will turn into gas. है कि नहीं? So this will again turn back into the gas. Okay. अब temperature drop क्यों होता है? Because ये जो आजू बाजू चीज है, do you see this डब्बा around the coil? This is the coil. Coils are always made up of copper because it's the best conductor. So this is this very costly affair, but it's always done of the, even in your home AC, the coils are of copper. So this is your condenser coils. Okay, sorry, evaporator coils, chiller coil, जो भी बोल सकते हो. There are 2-3 names for it. Okay. So this coil is made up of copper, and now what happens is this evaporator, इसको evaporate होने के लिए उसको heat चाहिए, right? Pressure तो आपने drop किया, temperature भी drop होगा, but also what it does is it will take the heat from the surrounding for it to evaporate, है ना? Evaporate के लिए I need heat. So where do I give the heat? मैंने थोड़ा नीचे boiler लगाया. So I will need the heat from the whatever material is there outside. Now you know that water has a latent energy, air has a latent energy, or we call it as a latent heat. I'm sure you have done this in your physics in your 8th, 9th, 10th. Okay. I'm not going to the detail of what is the latent heat. Okay, so, but it's an inherent temperature every body has. Even if it is low, it is still a latent heat. Okay? So that's what happens. Now what happens is, now this, suppose imagine करिए ये एक air का डब्बा है, okay, where the air is coming here, okay, and hot air is coming in. So all that hot air will give up its heat to the refrigerant, which will evaporate, turn into the gas, and the cycle continues. लेकिन in return ये जो hot air था वो chill हो जाता है because it has given up the heat. That's how the chilling happens. Okay, so this is exactly what a chiller will do. Hence, it's cooling. अच्छा, ये अभी तो हम तो यहीं पे अटके हुए हैं. So now, because this condenser is hot, I will need to cool it. This cooled refrigerant is stored in a liquid receiver, and a high pressure liquid is allowed to pass through the expansion. I just said that before it enters evaporator. Okay. Remember this, absorb heat while changing from liquid to gaseous, chiller, all that. So remember that. Okay. Same diagram, more explanation. Now we go to the evaporator, which also I've already explained. So I'll quickly just ask you to read this. The reduction in pressure results in the temperature drop from 120 to 40 degrees. The moment its temperature drops, there is a transfer of temperature from the surround to refrigerant. Any evaporation cycle requires heat. The liquid takes heat from the surrounding and turns into gas, and in turn chill the surrounding. Now the chilling of the surrounding can happen through water or through the air. Okay, so low pressure liquid evaporates in the evaporator and the cycle continues. Okay, so there are basically three cycles happening here, guys. Please understand this. There are three cycles happening in your AC. One is this, which is in the plant room, the cycle of refrigeration, evaporator to condenser, condenser to evaporator, and back again through two things, compressor and expansion valve. ये दोनों चीज are the catalyst. They are the catalyst in increasing the pressure and decreasing the pressure. Okay, because I don't want to give more temperature and increase the temperature via giving another resources, I have pressure increasing device and pressure reducing device. So this was one cycle. The other cycle is this. Okay, the other cycle ये आपका ये वाला है. तो यहाँ पे ये अभी you can see the blue dabba here. That means it is considerably chilled water or air or whatever. Okay, and then I take it to the place where I have to supply, and then the return air of that room is brought back. So that's how you will have this. Okay, and the third cycle is your to the space to be cooled. Okay, return from the space, and the third cycle is the high pressured, high temperature refrigerant. This needs to be dissipated. Cooling towers are used to dissipate this heat. So now you have a cooling tower. Okay, cooling tower kahan rehta hai? Terrace pe. So this will cool the condenser. So now you imagine this in 3D. Imagine the terrace, imagine your basement, and imagine your between wala space, which is what you need to cool, where your offices and maybe homes or whatever is there. So from the cooling towers, the water, plain water will come down to the condenser. It will cool the condenser. Okay. From the evaporator, it will be taken up to all the levels of the building, and then within the plant room, एक चक्कर चालू है. That is your refrigerant cycle. ठीक है? Any questions so far? सब समझा? Okay. And so these are some of the components. Same kind of a diagram, but little bit more and better. Okay. So you have high side, which is the condenser, and a low side, which is your evaporator. Okay. But the same thing which was shown there is done here, but a little bit more colorful and a better way of showing it. Okay. So what is the compressor? Its job is to increase the take in the low pressure वाला जो इधर से आप देख रहे हो, ये low pressure वाला तुम्हारा gas है, turns it into high pressure gas. Okay, so that's the part of your compressor. And high pressure, high temperature gaseous refrigerant. ठीक है, चलो हो गया. So this is the cycle that I was talking about. ठीक है, refrigeration system में क्या होता है? It relies on two state changes of the refrigerant. Gas to liquid कहाँ पे होता है? Condenser में. Okay, and liquid back to gas कहाँ पे होता है? Evaporator. When the liquid has to be turned to the gas, I need heat. Heat is taken from the outside. That's why this area gets chilled up. वो area chill हो जाता है because it gives away the heat to the liquid for it to evaporate. So very simple kind of a physics applied here. If anybody has a problem, please say it right now. Hello. No one? ठीक है. Now, if a state change is the trick, then which liquid would you use to achieve quickly and efficiently? Can water be used? I've already said that as a quick no, because obviously it takes very long time for it to change its phase, which we can't afford. Okay. So that's the reason why I go for refrigerant. These are some of the plus and the pros and the cons, okay? So if you see R22 was one of the initial refrigerants used in all our system, which is like completely now, I would say banned, because if you can see, it had a tremendous potential for global warming, tremendous potential for ozone depletion. Okay, so yeah, okay, and so from this you can see it's R32 is today's favorite one. Okay, global warming का सबसे छोटा है 675, whatever that unit is. Okay, and ozone depletion potential is also 0. So it helps in not harming the क्या बोलते हैं, atmosphere, because AC does contribute to climate change, okay, or we call it as a green gas, GHG, greenhouse gas production. Okay, the last part, okay, very quickly, but it has very many parts. So the individual components in AC cycle. So we understood that there are 4 individual cycles, I mean components, right? One was the क्या था तुम्हारा evaporator, one was the condenser, then you have compressor, and you have your expansion valve. ठीक है? Now इसमें से we'll be studying only 3 of them. But बाकी wall तो just a wall, it is you have to open it and shut and it happens. Tank also is just a tank, so it's not like something as a machine. Okay, they're just part and parcel of the game. Okay, but 3 main things we have to study, that is evaporator, condenser, and the compressor. So these are the compressors. Centrifugal compressor, you can see the size of it. Put a man here, he will be lesser than the height of this. Okay, so they are that huge. And these are the kind of compressor used when you are talking about tonnage of 100, 200, 300 tons. Okay, so हम वो level की बात करते हैं. So imagine this kind of compressors used in a high-rise building. Yes, but will this be the compressor used in your split AC? No, it will be a very tiny one. So you have the dabba which goes outside, right? उसमें fit होने वाला compressor का size होता है. So you can imagine the reduction in size. Okay, look at this. So centrifugal compressor, again, something that you just need to know on a general knowledge basis. It's okay if you don't remember this, okay? Centrifugal compressor available in 150 to 1200 tons. 1200 tons, सोचो कितना है? It's pretty huge. 1 ton of AC, just for your information, is equivalent to cool your 10 by 10 by 10 ka room. 10, I mean feet. Okay, 10 feet by 10 feet by 10 feet ka height hai. So if thousands cubic feet, I can have 1 ton. This is the thumb rule. Okay, this is the basic thumb rule. Thumb rules will change when we do the formula. Just a minute, guys. The thumb rules will change when we apply the formula to it, which will not change so much, but more or less it will be आगे 5-10% यहाँ पे था. So use for large AC projects requires careful mounting, requires noise and vibration countermeasures, and so you will require acoustic, you will require drainage and all that. Reciprocating compressors are a little lower in scale, that is 50 to 250 tons, okay, suitable for small hotels, okay. You have banquet halls, multiple banquet halls, okay, or maybe even a small medium-sized building where 250 tons are to be applied for the entire building. You can go for this. And then you have rotary compression used in smaller application. Okay, so this is how the compressor goes. Again, at condenser क्या होता है आपका? As I said, it's a high pressured, high temperature. So we finish with the compressor. एक component is done. Okay, but now we study the condenser. Condenser क्या होता है? It's nothing but a cube toy, copper tubes, high pressured, high temperature refrigerant entry point. Gaseous refrigerant होता है, उसको वो liquid में turn करता है, ठीक है? और it heat चला देता है. And this heat needs to be taken out. How? By 2 methods. You can air cool it. बड़ा सा fan लगा दो, उस पे डालो, condenser cool हो जाएगा, पर उसका result क्या होगा? All that hot air, you will have to collect it from the plant room, which is at the basement level. And like what you did in your mechanical ventilation, you will have to take a huge air duct, take it up all the way to your terrace and release it. You forget about where you release it. It's just imagine the kind of hot air that will be released to the atmosphere. there will be too much of heat, and imagine every building doing this, even if it is G+4 and if it is a, say, commercial building and you are totally centralized cooling hai, one room se itna heat bahar aata hai, imagine for the whole building. So it's tremendous, okay? So I can't afford to have air cooled. Air cooled is only for the unit unit AC, yani ki window UC, split AC, sometimes package unit if it is 5 ton, but otherwise strictly not done for centralized purpose, okay? So all your central AC will definitely go for water cooled, okay, by means of cooling tower. अभी तक का process clear है? Anybody who has any doubt? And this will be very clear when you draw your drawings, maybe in thesis, or when we come to know that you have not understood your cycles because of the connections of cooling towers, connections of AC plant rooms to your AHUs and all that. तो अगर नहीं समझा है, now this is something you should know, okay, because यहाँ पे you will require space to be kept. So as an architect, you need to know this. Okay, physics part is over. We are finished with that. So now it's all about space. So if anything is not clear, please let me know. Okay, and air cooled again, you have two methods, by means of a forced fan draft or by natural air circulation. So you keep it on terrace. So in a basement agar aapka hai, so obviously you will have to put a fan there. Otherwise, like what we do in all our unit ACs are something that you apply it in your home, chote wale, unit wale. So those ACs, what you do is we put the dabba outside and allow the air to cool the condensers. ठीक है? Okay. Now, so we talked about condensers. Condensers कैसे होते हैं? These are quite common. Okay, so look at the size of the condenser. It is equivalent to what your compressor was. Pretty big. Okay, it's huge. These are quite common in smaller units. Okay, air cool wala. We are talking about air cooled condenser. These are cooled by a large fan located on a motor or built with a. So this large thing that you see is actually a fan. Okay. Into the compressor flywheel, and this can be mounted outdoors or indoors. Yeah. In this system, two pipes or the tubes are one with, it's like entwined, like how you entwine your hand. Similarly, you have one side, you have the copper tubes of your condenser, and on the other side, you will have probably copper tubes or maybe any other metal, it can be GI pipes also, of your cooling tower. So the transfer of heat happens from the condenser to the cooling tower wala water, and that tube is then taken up to the cooling tower. So that is the water cooled condenser. Okay. This is how the condenser looks. You can see all the copper tubes. कितना उसको अच्छे से wind करके रखा है. So it's like a small box. The idea of winding it up is to give it more surface area. I can put a large tube also, but then it will give me lesser surface area. I have to increase the surface area because I want to lose the heat very fast. Only when this, it's like brain telling you the message that some part of your body is hurt. Okay. उतना जो फास्ट होता है यही इतने साइकिल में, because you, I mean, it's obviously ना आपने रिमोट चालू किया, you put on it and the cooling starts. How does this happen? Instant. So that movement has to be very fast. That dissipation of heat has to be very fast. That's why this kind of a thing. Okay, the next part is, so we have condensers. There are two kinds of condenser. One is water cooled and one is the air cooled. इसमें condenser बदलेगा क्या? Air cooled है या water cooled है? No, condenser will remain the same. Same डब्बा रहेगा with the same copper tube. बदलेगा क्या? Cooling method. One will have fan, the other will have this. And this is your cooling tower. Look at the construction within. So what happens is, this is a place where you will have the water coming in. You can see this. Okay. ये चीज जो है यहाँ से आप अपना, so यहाँ से pipe आएगा from the basement and the hot water will go into this. Okay. This hot water will be then, or it can be rotated under the rim like this. So there will be a rim here through which the water will enter here, and then it is rotated all around. So it is basically, the idea is that it is trickled down. You can see there are lots of trickling happening here. The reason is again the same thing, increase the surface area of the water as well, so that the heat is dissipated to the surrounding. Okay. And then what happens is you can see this here जाली, ये जाली में से आपका air आता है, which will cool the water further, and then you can see this thing here. Okay, so these are the for the pipes. These pipes are then taken down to your plant room. ठीक है? Okay, so water cooled condensers will give your cooling towers. A water pump removes the water from the storage tank, forces it through the condenser, thus taking away the heat from the condenser and then up to the cooling tower and back again. ये cycle, third cycle continues. Okay. The area around the city is usually wet. Why? Because ये air जाता है ना आपका. And if there is a gusty wind around, all this sprinkling of water will start around here. है ना? So it will become, it's always generally very wet. So one has to be very careful of where do you place your, क्या कहते हैं, cooling towers. Okay, so this is how it is. So this is the cooling tower. क्या क्या चीज है इसमें? Inlet for the hot water. कहाँ से आता है? Plant room से. Okay, condenser से touch होके वो आता है तो वो गर्म हो जाता है. So it comes from the plant room. Water is dropped in the tank along the rim. Okay, as I said, it is dropped along the rim. Rim takes it down, and then again यहाँ पे छोटे छोटे nozzles होते हैं. So it all things happen through the pipe. Okay, and then the pipe is turned around, and you have nozzles which will take it down, and you have a collecting tray at the bottom. Okay, you can see this. So water is dropped in a tank along the rim of the tank, and it trickles down into the tray. A tray enclosed by a steel mesh. You can see this mesh here, okay, which allows the air to pass over. Adder for maintenance purpose, ठीक है, वो भी inbuilt होता है, okay. A pipe, you can see this pipe here, which takes the cool water back to the condenser. क्योंकि फिर से continuously you have to cool it, ना, because you are not saying कि 1 मिनट के लिए AC चालू है फिर बंद हो गया. Your AC, जब तक AC चालू है तब तक ये cycle has to go on, otherwise transfer of heat will not happen. Okay. Okay, and while spraying the water, some of the water is lost. For this, a small amount of water is needed to compensate for lost water. Hence, make up tank to be near cooling tank. So somewhere nearby, you will have to give me a tank. Okay, और ये पानी जो इसका जो supply है, that will be taken from here, and this water will be poured into this, and this water will then taken up. So in case if there is some water lost, ये अपने आप चालू होता है. There are these stopcocks here which are again manually done, or you have BMS which will take care of it. ठीक है? So this is known as a makeup tank, okay, which makes up for the water that is lost. ठीक है? Any questions? Okay, it's quite clear actually. That's why I'm going very slow. Not easy for me. Okay, so yeah, this is cooling tower again. Look at the size, huge. You can see there are 2 cooling towers. That means iska capacity बहुत बड़ा है. That means this is a big building. Okay, where it requires 2 cooling towers. Okay, its location could be on the roof, and this, okay, it could be in the garden, it could be on the ground, it could be on a balcony, it could be on a terrace, which is not at the terrace level, but some other level. As long as you take care कि उसका पानी जो गिरता है should not hamper the function of the space. So if the balcony is being used by whatever number of people, they should not start slipping and breaking their bones, is your care. Okay, so as an architect, you need to understand where to keep these. Okay, second, okay, even though this is mostly done, but the pumping will happen. Okay, the rim se pani aata hai. Okay, so you need, iska load bahut rehta hai. So just as suppose imagine we say na that you do not put your water tanks on the terrace. For the same reason, we ask you not to put this on the terrace, but isko aap staircase pe bhi nahi laga sakte ho na. So this will come on the terrace, so you need to give me isolators, or we say as a strengthener, so it can take the load. Otherwise, your slab will have issues. Okay. Avoid ground space for the reasons that I've already mentioned. Okay. So unless it's a very pretty wide open area and it doesn't hamper the, I mean, if the wetting of it doesn't happen the other people, then you can definitely have it. Also, it's noisy because वो पानी गिरने का बड़ा solid आवाज होता है, because it's pretty height, and the water has to come from the height so that it loses the heat. Okay, adequate space for maintenance. Provide steel structure under the city, as I already said, because the weight is too much. it's like providing another water tank, okay? Or you should have roof beams, okay? Use vibration isolators to reduce mechanical vibration transmission to the building, if any, okay? But generally there are, because sometimes पानी हम साफ करते हैं, sometimes water is brought inside, so all that thing will create problems. This is evaporator. So we finished with condenser, no, we finished with the compressor, then we came to the condenser. Condenser में क्या होता है? Water cooled होता है, air cooled होता है. Water cool, air cool में तो fan होता है. Water cooled होगा तो you have CT. So we did what is CT, where you should place it, how it functions. Okay, so we did that. Now we come to something of the chiller. Okay, now this is called as a chiller, or it is called as a evaporator coil. And as I always say, जो नाम है वो काम है. यहाँ पे गैस इवोपरेट होता है. And as I said, गैस इवोपरेट के लिए उसको हीट चाहिए. Where will it get the heat? It will get the heat from the surround. Okay. So basically, expansion wall is fitted just before the evaporator. क्यों? क्योंकि मुझे pressure reduce करना है. It basically allows the refrigerant to expand. Okay. And when I expand anything, pressure is reduced. This allows, or this low pressure results in low boiling or the evaporating temperature for the refrigerant, because refrigerant is that material which is very volatile and has an extremely low boiling pressure. Or rather, it evaporates very fast. As a result, it evaporates and absorbs considerable heat. But where will it absorb heat from? From the two places, okay? Either from air or from water, okay? So अगर ये एयर वाला सिस्टम है तो आपको सिस्टम का नाम आता है डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंशन सिस्टम. अगर आप पानी से ले रहे हो then you are chilling the water. In that case, the system's name will be chilled water system. So now you have two main centralized system that we'll be studying, जहाँ पे एक आप chilled water system की वजह से you are cooling the entire building, and in the other place you are using the chilled air to cool the building. So these are the two centralized systems. But this should give you an idea about how the two systems are different. सब कुछ same है, except this. From where the cooling happens, okay, and where the exactly the transfer of heat happens. बस इतना आप ध्यान में रखो, you are clear. Any questions till now? Okay. AC plant room and chiller. Now you can see this, okay, so many pipes. So this is the compressor which we saw, okay. This will be connected to the condensers through these pipes, okay. So this is how a rigmarole of machines and pipes and valves and whatnot. It's very confusing, heat producing kind of a space, okay, right? So AC central plant room is a place where refrigeration cycle takes place, where you put these three components together. Three components are evaporator, your compressor, and condenser. Okay, and of course that tank for taking the refrigerant, liquid refrigerant. Okay. Usually it is placed in the basement or away from the main habitable area, as it creates noise. As I said, compression. Okay, the pump is continuously on. Okay, plus sometimes you will have to have the pumps, because the cooling tower से जो पानी नीचे आता है, जो गर्म करता है, गर्म कंडेंसर को ठंडा करता है, उसको आपको फिर से ऊपर लेके जाना है, तो you will need a pump there ना, वो अपने आप तो पानी जाएगा नहीं. So you will need a pump there, okay? Similarly, यहाँ से जो रिटर्न एयर आता है, the chilled water है या आपको chilled air है, जो भी आपको लेके जाना है, that will also not move on its own, ना? It will not go against the gravity. So there also you will pump. So at a time there are 2 to 3 pumps running there. So it's basically very noisy, okay? That constant humming sound will be there, and at very high intensity level. So we don't want that anywhere near a functioning area. So compressors, condensers, chillers, or evaporators are placed in the basement. Requires extensive maintenance and hence should be easily accessible, creates high vibration, hence structural components to be taken care of. Pumps, okay, there are pumps working there, the compression is working there, so it creates vibration. So you need to give me isolator pads, concrete isolator pads. You will have to provide that for to take care of the vibrations. Similarly, it is to be acoustically treated and it creates noise. So aapko, and it has to be properly ventilated and drained. I already told you why. Okay. Condenser creates a lot of heat. I don't want that heat to build up. it can then harm my electricity over a period of time, which is dangerous. And so I need to take that heat out. Okay, so that's the reason why it has to be properly ventilated. Now, why drained? Anyone? Draining क्यों करना है इसको? आप थोड़ा इसको धोने वाले हो. You're not going to wash the floor, right? Then why do I need to drain this? No one? Kanchan, Kanchi? Chalo, I'm going to follow Vikram's method. Okay, I'm going to call out names. Anushri, are you there?
Hi, yes.
Why do you think this needs to be drained?
Not very sure.
Okay. Okay.
Water must be having impurities, right?
Sorry?
There must be some impurities.
Impurities in what dear?
Dust when
नहीं बोल रहा है बोल क्या बोल रहा है
I thought there might be some impurities like even the water entering is not that clean, right?
Okay, now let me tell you one thing. All the systems are closed loop system. Can I open the refrigerant system? No way. Okay, if that refrigerant gets out, it is dangerous. It's toxic. Okay, so I cannot have that. So that's a definitely compiled. It is hermetically sealed kind of a system. Okay, that's one. Second thing, all the water that enters into the basement, okay, or into the plant room is through those thick GI pipes. Okay, and it coils around your condenser and takes it up. अगर वाटर लूज होना है तो वो कूलिंग टावर पे होगा. यहाँ पे क्यों होगा? तो यहाँ पे ड्रेन क्यों करना है? आपका एसी है ना घर में, है ना? रात को क्या होता है? When you start the AC, there is this dripping water that happens, right? Why? Condensation होता है ना? You
Yes.
have chillers there, right? Chiller है आपका. चिलर का काम है आपका रूम को ठंडा करना, ठीक है? तो वो ठंडा कर रहा है तो इन शॉर्ट क्या होता है? When you keep a glass of a chilled water in a hot temperature like Mumbai, तो बाहर पानी आता है कि नहीं? अगर वो ग्लास पे इतना पानी आता है कि पूरा तुम्हारा पेपर गीला कर सकता है, तो इमेजिन यू हैव 1 ton of AC. कितना पानी? That's why we say ना, that 1 ton of AC gives out 20 liters of water, condensation water. इतना पानी जमा होता है, ओके? और वो हम कलेक्ट करते नहीं है, बाहर छोड़ देते हैं और फिर वो टपक टपक करके पूरा तुम्हारा स्ट्रक्चर को खराब करता है, बिल्डिंग का फसाड खराब करता है. That's why we say ना, as an architect one has to plan all this. Okay, if you know that future में लोग इधर split AC रखने वाला है, then you give that facility ना. But कौन सा builder plan करता है and which architect plans this? It's actually bad planning. Because since we know that people are going to, अब चलो मेरे जैसा कोई है जिसको AC नहीं जमता है, ठीक है, and I will not go for AC. Still, if the position है तो कल सुबह मैं नहीं तो मेरा बच्चा use करेगा, he will put up his AC there. तो but facility is there. So ideally, there should be some way where that draining pipe should be taken down and released into the gutter or can be used. Let me give you an example of Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa requires 10,000 tons of AC, 10,000 tonnage of AC, okay? And it collects 15 million liters annually through condensation. Now imagine karo aap. 15 million can flood that building, okay, if it is not drained and properly channeled. And that 15 million water is pushed back to the CT, okay, cooling tower. So makeup water is coming through its AC only. So this is the power of recycling, okay, and that's why you need to drain your, क्योंकि जो भी आपका चिलर है, चिलर will turn ठंडा ना, और वहां से तुम्हारा कंडेंसर उसको हीट दे रहा है, तो ऑब्वियसली वो कंडेंसेशन तो होना ही है. अगर इतना सारा तुम्हारा 200 टन का एसी खड़ा है उधर, तो कितना पानी आएगा? You will have to drain that, okay? So there are actually drain boards which are kept below your evaporator chillers, which is connected to the drain pipe, okay? And you will need to take the drain pipe out of the building like a rainwater pipe, and that will be 6 inches. तो ये सब कुछ करना पड़ेगा. Okay, that's why it has to be properly ventilated and drained. Now imagine if you are in a basement. So either you can take this water and push it into the UG ka tumhara rainwater harvesting tank, okay? Or you will have to put it into the sump where it will be pumped out. पर ये सब आपको दिखाना पड़ेगा, okay? Okay, we are coming to the end of it. Very good. Oh, so this is the reality, okay? Look at this, look at the guy standing there and look at the machines, huh? And look at the height of the basement, assuming this is to be the basement, okay? It's really humongous, okay? And one has to really take care of where will you place it. That's why we say, na, AC aapko lagana hai, so you have to think right from the beginning. You cannot say, I'm going to apply AC to the whole building and make it centralized after everything is said and done. You will have to create a basement or maybe extend the basement because iska area would be almost equivalent to some 60 to 70 square meters around, maybe more, okay? I'm being very, very conservative when I'm saying 60 to 70 square meters. It will definitely be more because you have to understand this is just one machine that comes in there, okay? Everything being nicely put into one machine and put as a block. Lekin uske saath so many auxiliary pumps will be there. And as I already told you in aage ke classes, when you say one pump, it will come with its own kya bolte hain, support pump, okay? Or we say it as a standby pump, okay? Or there will be booster pumps there. Because if your building is something like, zone wala building hai, where you have to run your chiller pipes or your cooling water tanks, say around 30 floors or 40 floors, so booster pump lagana padega. So just like what you have your fire, you will have set of pumps in your AC plant room also. So that 70 square meter is a very conservative kind of an area I'm saying. So just remember this, that if when you do your thesis and if you decide that this is the level of HVAC I will be needing it, you know what you have to do, okay? See, these are some of the things that happens. Cleaning, so you can actually see the door fitted into the box into which these things are kept, okay? Look at the size of the boxes. You can see these rolling shutters here. Now you know why not to put a door in a basement. Sab jagah pe rolling shutters hota hai, because only then these kind of machines will be able to enter it. Nahi to kaise jayega? All right. Thank you. Any questions? I finished quite early. I can start a new one if you want. Is this enough? Should I start after 10 minutes break? It's just 2:20. I thought this will go long. Swati, you can stop the recording. No response. Should we start or not?
We could probably continue next time. Meanwhile, we have a jury tomorrow because.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much. Fine. Okay, see you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Oh shit, my camera was on.
Thank you.